Sonic Universe Issue 51 Worlds Collide. Mega Man saves Proto Man from a battle with Sonic's roboticized friends by, teleporting, I guess. That's an overpowered power for the main character. Wouldn't he be able to just solve every battle adventure, instantly with that? He rushes in to fight them, briefly promising them that they'll be treated peacefully if they just surrender, and then I'm interested again when we see Sonic, although he's in Green Hill Zone. We see a recap where he talks about how he couldn't find any of his friends that conveniently are all just game characters. You'd think that this would mean that the Cosmic Reset button wrote his non-game character friends out of existence, since why the fuck wouldn't Sally, Bunny, and Antoine be part of this crossover otherwise? Their absences shouldn't matter anymore with the Cosmic Reset button and doing those situations. Sonic says that while he could run around and search the planet for days, that's still too little time for someone who literally ran all around a planet multiple times in a row, not even one day, twice. So I refuse to believe he couldn't search every inch of the planet fast enough. Then he concludes that it'll somehow be faster if he searches just one place, as opposed to all places, while the much slower Chaotix that Eggman hasn't roboticized or wiped out of existence yet will search another place. This is so dumb. And I thought the Tales of Adventure adaptation had things be too convenient for the heroes to be believable. Vector says that Charmy can get ice cream later, and SBR reminds them that they can't afford even a single ice cream cone. I guess Eggman rewrote reality so that they're dirt poor, like in the game, but didn't rewrite it so that they never existed or were in a torture chamber all along. Charmy says that he'll get his ice cream himself, and they might give it to him for free because he's self-aware of how adorable he could be. It's interesting to see a manipulating side to him. We haven't seen him take advantage of his cuteness since he got Harry to help him in the Knuckles comic. Let me guess, the track will turn out to be a trap, right? Well, he disappeared when Vector was told to go find him, so yeah, predictable. SBO vanishes too, and then Mega Man goes to attack Vector. I guess he doesn't know any better, but how the fuck is he supposed to think people that are just random civilians as far as he knows would be villains? I could only give the comic the benefit of the doubt by assuming Eggman's reality rewriting wave reprogrammed him to turn against these guys before even meeting them, because he's turning against them before they could even do anything to make him think they were evil yet. I thought the culprit would be one of Eggman's lackeys kidnapping Charming to roboticize them. Oh, okay, it's Copybot that kidnapped all of the Chaotix. So this is a Mega Man doppelganger that I'm subtly introduced to just now. That makes for a good way to mess with the reader of only the Sonic comics. But I had no faith in the writing at that point to give it the benefit of the doubt and assume it was a fake Mega Man, when we already saw him fighting Sonic in a flash forward. Wily tells him to go to Green Hill Zone, and after Mega Man's charge shot stuns Metal Knuckles for no reason whatsoever instead of hurting him with electricity, there's a blue flash of light that's flying, so I guess that's Metal Sonic, and a warp ring is activated that Mega Man goes through. He goes to Green Hill Zone, and Silver meets up with Sonic out of nowhere because the executives wanted him to be in the comic, with Sonic remembering who he is. Silver explains that he detected a disturbance in space-time originating from this time period, because he can apparently do that now. This is written like shit, seriously! Somehow he knew that things were just a little off, even though he's not that kind of psychic. Why didn't Eggman rewrite reality so that not only could he not question reality being off, which nobody should be able to do since now this is how reality always was, but he was never born to begin with, or was always his captive. Silver gets captured by what I assume is Copybot, and he says that while he'd love to do the same to Sonic like he logically should be doing, his master stupidly has different plans. They deserve to lose. He says goodbye in Italian to be unique, I guess, and Sonic lampshades how stupid he was to not blast him, and to try to run away from him. Well, it's all going according to plan, he has to do this. Eggman tells Metal Sonic over the phone that he has to lure Mega Man to the location of Copybot. Oh, now it's Copy Robot, whatever. This story can't keep things straight for 2 seconds, and it's not explained that Eggman accidentally got the name wrong, because it's not lampshaded. Eggman tells the roboticized friends of Sonic to disperse and then regroup later, and tells Metal Tails to go high up and record the fight between Sonic and Mega Man. I'm not calling them Tailsman and so on because those names are stupid. So the reason they got into the fight is more convoluted than just the cosmic reset button reprogrammed them to hate each other. Although it is certainly more interesting. But why would they go to that much effort? Like I guess they're having fun with the challenge, but why? Sonic fights Mega Man because he mistook him for Copybot. And Mega Man thought that Sonic was Metal Sonic because Metal Sonic was running really fast, so he looked like just a blue blur. That's okay. Mega Man doesn't believe that Sonic's organic because he's too fast, and since he's never met a magical being before. And he just assumes Sonic damaged his sensors to make him think he's organic. With thermal sensors. I don't see why thermal sensors would detect organicness in particular. Wouldn't the inner workings of a robot generate a lot of heat as well? I'm pretty sure every single paragraph in my review is full of this writing is nonsense. He thinks that nothing alive is that fast, so he's dismissing robots as not being alive despite being a robot himself. And he's not going to even try to ask Sonic who he is. Everything is wrong with that dialogue box. So they fight. This issue is by Ian Flynn. You'd expect with the Sonic universe being like more comic space that this review would be longer than the previous one. Again, Sonic and Mega Man fighting because of Copybot makes sense, and it sounds like a smart plan on paper, but there's no reason Wily and Eggman shouldn't have just made the reality rewriting wave make them hate each other to begin with, which I had assumed was the case, other than stubbornly having a plan for the sake of having a fun plan. By having such an overpowered tool and then using it so sloppily and haphazardly, Eggman and Wily go from the most overpowered and overcompetent villains in the universe to the most worthless, incompetent villains ever. They have the ability to reshape the universe to the way they want. That is supposed to be end goal territory for Final Fantasy villains. And this is not how I would picture a universe reshaped by the villains to be. They would turn the heroes against each other, put them all in torture chambers, not make it more peaceful looking because it's not like it's full of legionnaires or anything. Ugh. Seeing this plan is interesting, but it just comes off as padding because it could have easily not happened. And I'm once again faced with the question of why they would send robots to capture the Chaotix instead of just rewriting reality so that they started out captured. Plus, do they really expect me to believe that Sonic couldn't search every inch of the planet with super speed by now and just stay to one area? It would have been hard to write him saying that he did do that much searching, and now it's just running around Green Hill in confusion trying to figure out what to do next, or return here after all that searching. Next up in the crossover is issue 248 of the Sonic comic. I guarantee you it won't be even a tenth as good as Archie's Sonic Online's 248. But after this right away is Mobius Legends 2.